Reverend Joshua Telina recommended me for ordination by Dr. Abel Damina in 1995. I was recommended to be ordained. I and Dr. Paul Enenche were the two ministers ordained. I was ordained the same day by the same man in the same place with the same bottle of oil that came on Dr. Paul Enenche. I was ordained the same day by the same man in the same place with the same bottle of oil that came on Dr. Paul Enenche.
Basically, it was obvious that Dr. Paul as a person had his own approach, his own lifestyle, his own more or less like ministry, came around as an associate. So basically, what he is doing today, we have always known that he had a ministry that definitely was going to be global because of his approach to ministry that was quite different from ours. He's very strict and very high standard of living that to a very large extent was different from us because we were quite young men then, and that was quite different. So what he's doing today, I'm not surprised. And if Dr. Abel is being claimed to happen, train or probably ordain Dr. Enenche, I want to say this sincerely, that when a man that had his own ministry and was already in ministry associates with you at one point in time, it does not translate to the fact that he was being ordained by yourself. It's just like saying that John the Baptist called Jesus into ministry. On transit to the mountain, he had an opportunity to meet John the Baptist, but also we could know that Jesus was called for a purpose. So whatever we see today, I think Dr. Paul Enenche had it, and he was very intentional about it while he was with us.
Hi, welcome to the Preacher's Portal. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Wow, we have two testimonies of the same person contradicting each other. Like we said in our last video, this is still a developing story and we have not heard from Dr. Paul Enenche himself, but however we have two testimonies of the same person. An old video where he testified that he was ordained on the same day with Dr. Paul Enenche, even with the same oil, on the same day with Dr. Paul Enenche. Then we have another video where he said in a recent interview that it would be wrong for Dr. Damina to say he ordained Dr. Paul Enenche into ministry because Dr. Paul Enenche already had the semblance of a man on a mission. So it would be wrong for Dr. Abel Damina to say he ordained him into ministry when Dr. Paul Enenche already has a ministry of his own and his style was quite different from theirs. However, that was not a concise or a comprehensive answer or a straightforward answer, but howbeit we have a contradicting video that actually comes to nullify what he said before, because this is an old video where he was trying to tell the testimony of how he came into ministry and the journey of his ordination. Now we're going to play the video and you're going to watch it till the end. But however, this is also a wake-up call for all ministers to be careful what they say online, because the internet is like the accuser of the brethren. Whatever you say remains on the internet, and after some time it will be played back if you change your mouth or you change your stance or you change your position. But the truth is this, like we say in our previous video, there was a contact between Dr. Abel Damina and Dr. Paul Enenche. Whether Dr. Abel Damina has chosen to take another path different from what he was known for, because from what Pastor Paul Odola shared here, Dr. Abel Damina was a firebrand and a pastor that had the presence and carried the presence of God and was particular about impartation and the likes. But now he has become more of a theologian and a teacher, and his topics and all that are controversial, and that's what we also address in this channel. But however, we will not dispute the fact that there was a contact between Dr. Paul Enenche and Dr. Abel Damina, and the ordination is what Pastor Paul Odola has often come to confirm despite contradicting it. So we're going to play the video for you, the old video, so you can watch to the fullest to add context. And thank you for the subscriber who gave us this video so that we can add context to this video. Still a developing story, but this is the Preacher's Portal. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. See you on our next upload. Bye for now.
Then after my 1 year, at the end of 1988, they were ordaining new escorts. Dr. Abel Damina came. And because I was already close to Reverend Joshua Telina then as a student, I was at the front. Such a powerful preaching I have never had. And then he was giving an example and he leaned on me till the meeting was over. I didn't wake up. 1988. Dr. Abel Damina. When I woke up from the meeting had closed. Where is the man that touched me? They say he has gone to one of the hostels to rest. That was where I followed Dr. Abel Damina. Whatever you touch me that made me collapse, I want it. Somebody say here. And that is how I started following from 1988. Dr. Abel Damina, Reverend Joshua Telina. And when I got done with my secondary school, another Providence, I was the only graduating secondary school student that his WAEC didn't come out. If that WAEC had come out, I won't be a preacher today. No. I was set to read law. I had planned to enter the University of Jos. Everything was in order. It became a 1 year of no result, and I had to rewrite WAEC. I was the only person my result didn't come. So therefore, when the result didn't come out, I asked myself, what next? And I asked, where is Dr. Abel Damina now? They said he has gone to 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 to start a church. I said, okay, in this 1 year, let me go and serve him. And that is how I went to serve Dr. Abel Damina in 1993, because there was no result. Came back 1994 and wrote another WAEC, and I passed, and I was given admission to Bauchi State Polytechnic. It was called Bacchus. I read public admin, and right there in the school I had started fellowship. And then when I was done with that State Polytechnic, ladies and gentlemen, I was full-blown into ministry. Then Reverend Joshua Telina recommended me for ordination by Dr. Abel Damina in 1995. In 95, we were scheduled for ordination to be ordained in 1996 Ministers Conference, February the 7th. And in that ordination, I was recommended to be ordained. I and Dr. Paul Enenche were the two ministers ordained. I was ordained the same day by the same man in the same place with the same bottle of oil that came on Dr. Paul Enenche. We were ordained to be grafted into the branches that Dr. Abel Damina was planning to open. Reverend Joshua Telina had started church in Jos. I was supposed to go to Gombe to start Dr. Abel Damina's church. I am saying this for record. I'm on the air. Dr. Paul Enenche was to come to Abuja to start Dr. Abel's branch. So we were all ordained in 1996, warming up for our location. When we came back from 𝗖𝗢𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, by May, Telina had pulled out by the leading of the Holy Ghost from Dr. Abel Damina, and we looked into why he left, and we discovered it to be our reputation.
He was ordained on the same day, 1996, 97, 98.
1996 February.
Yes, he was ordained on the same day with somebody, Odola.
Paul Odola.
And then Enenche.
Yes, him, Paul Odola, and Paul Enenche were ordained the same day, right there.
The same Enenche.
Same service.
So why will he now say he doesn't know you?
Well, time will tell.
Okay.
Time will tell.